Man, I tell you, when it rains, it pours. The Detroit Lions have made a couple of roster moves to replace some guys that went down. One we knew about, and one I didn't know that it was as serious as it was. This is coming from the Detroit Lions Twitter account. It says, Lions announce roster moves. They waive injured offensive lineman Connor Galvin. They placed defensive lineman Nate Lynn on injured reserve. Now, this is the guy that I had no idea that he was hurt and that it was this bad. But according to Dan Campbell's press conference today, it was a shoulder injury. And get this, he's probably done for the season. That sucks because I believe that he was the one that got the sack, one of the sacks on the Giants quarterback, and had a very promising potential. And looks like he's going to be lost for the season. But then we then bring in a linebacker, Abraham Boplan, and sign tackle Jamarco Jones, and that is to probably replace Connor or bring some practice squad competition. Now, that absolutely sucks. I want to shout out my guy, Lions Live Wire, has a YouTube channel. Young man over there, going to be have a bright future in the sports media world. He was the one that told me about Jamarco first last night. And I also want to shout out ML Football, who actually let me know about the bringing in of Abraham and Jamarco as well. He did that this morning. So this, to me, is a bit of surprise about Nate. Like, Nate was real promising, and the fact that he's went down is insane. It's like, wow. I mean, you're talking about the injury bug that essentially skipped over us last preseason. Remember, we had the CJ Gardner-Johnson scare. Remember those days when we thought he was lost for the season? We were so excited to see him play for us that we thought he lost him, and the whole internet lost his mind. But that is unfortunate for both Nate and Connor. Connor's in particular as well, because he was doing his job, and earlier in the game, he was able to spring a block that created a run for Sione Vaki, right? Or Vaki. So I'm very sad to see this, and especially the way it happened. You're doing your job, and you just, next thing you know, you feel this tremendous. I can imagine the pain he felt. He's tackling. Next thing you know, somebody rolls up on him. He's going down. And that is completely unfortunate. But what about the tackle that's going to replace him? This is coming from SI. Says Lions offensive tackle Connor Galvin has reportedly suffered a torn MCL and will undergo surgery, season-ending surgery, which creates a need for depth at the tackle position. Jones has experience playing both the guard and tackle positions and has played in 36 career games since entering the league as a fifth-round pick for the Seattle Seahawks in 2018. So the thing about this guy is, will he get a chance to make the NFL roster? Will he get a chance to do that, or is he just strictly a camp body? Now, what about Boplan? Says, meanwhile, is a 24-year-old who spent the last season with the Minnesota Vikings practice squad after going undrafted. He played collegiately for 2 years, Navarro College, before transferring to Marshall. In 3 years at Marshall, Boplan recorded 231 tackles, 23 tackles for a loss, 3.5 sacks, and 1 interception. Detroit had also been dealing with injuries at the linebacker position, as Malcolm Rodriguez did not practice Tuesday or play in the preseason opener. You know what? Didn't even peep that. I didn't even peep that. And that's another thing, too, that I was talking about or wanted to bring up. Dan Campbell said today that this was the official start to camp. Like, you put on pads that first week. That was the last week the Lions were at Allen Park. Then you go face the New York Giants, some different opposition. Then you come back home, and what he meant was this. This is when you're going to separate the men from the boys. This is when you're going to see what people are made of. He also brought up the possibility of them bringing in a quarterback for Kansas City because Hendon might not be able to go. So somebody to kind of be there, because we're not going to see Jared Goff. He did say, however, meaning Dan Campbell, that some guys could play in the preseason game depending on how the 3 days of practice went. The Lions have 3 days. They've got today, tomorrow, they're off Wednesday, then they have Thursday, and then they head to Kansas City for the game on Saturday afternoon. So I am really disappointed and feel extremely sad for Nate, a guy that was trying to make the roster, a practice squad or something, and made a legitimate impact in Saturday's and Thursday's game, to go down. And again, they don't give injuries in the preseason during the game. So I didn't even know he was out. And then we knew about Connor. It's like, what happened to Nate? What happened to Nate? Nate is now taken off the table. One thing that I noticed about Dan Campbell's press conference today is this is when he's going to start looking to see if the Lions need any help in any position. This is the time, according to him, after these next, what's today? Sunday? So the next 6 days, culminating in that game against the Kansas City Chiefs, we're going to see if we need to bring somebody in. Now, as far as a backup quarterback to just be here for maybe 1 week, I don't know who is out there that we could bring. There are no practice squads right now. I had to be reminded of that. So you would have to go get a free agent or trade for someone, I believe. A lot of people are speaking. You know what's funny is a lot of people are speaking on things, and it's like sometimes I wonder, like, are y'all in touch with the NFL? Because Adrian Martinez is on a team. I think he's on the Dallas Cowboys. A lot of the UFL quarterbacks are on teams. So there's not a lot of guys that we could go get unless they were cut. We signed Adrian Martinez last year. He was a UDFA and we let him go. He went to I think he played for another team, and then he went to the UFL and played for, I forgot. We also had Jordan Tiamu, right? Who played for the DC Defenders. So, which is baffling to me that Nate Sudfeld is still in the league when arguably any UFL quarterback is better than him. Anyway, let me know your thoughts in the comments below. This is the time now that the Lions, I mean, man, I can't even believe we're here. Like, I'm flabbergasted every day, just how close we are to actual football, and the fact that, I mean, now things are happening, right? So, sad we lost the pass rusher, especially one with potential. So let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. Consider using the link in the description. The NFL shop is having 25% off if you order between now and the end of the night. I don't know if they do this on Sundays, but it is to 12 o'clock I want to say it's my time. It could be your time. So if you're Pacific, it could be Pacific as well. But for me, it says midnight. So it could be midnight for you. But consider using the NFL shop link in the description. You will get 25% off of your purchase. I don't know if you have to reach a certain amount, but I did go double check. I clicked on the link. It took me there, and right on the front, I think it's promo code NFL25 or something like that. So use the link, free for you, gets me a little small commission I can put back into the channel and things like that. Also, the giveaway for the items is going to happen this week, no later than kickoff. I'll probably wind up trying to do it Thursday, since we have a late game or an afternoon game, and it's not until Saturday. I don't want to have you keep y'all waiting that long. So I'll try to put the spin wheel and stuff like that together. We had almost 200 entries, so it's probably going to take a while to get through that. But I think that's all the housekeeping for today. Want to throw this out there. The meet and greet for the day before the season opener is in the works to happen. So keep an eye out for that as well. And I think that's it. This channel is brought to you by members, subscribers, and viewers just like you. You guys are awesome. Oh, consider subscribing, man. We are like 10 away from 21.5. So consider subscribing, especially if this is your 4th time here. Just look at that subscribe button and hit that notification bell as well. You guys are awesome. Take care of yourself and each other. And as always, go Lions.